fame,
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 Eternity belongs to God. All this stuff is temporary. The money, fame, success, temporary.
protect you.
From what? Glory? Fame?
No, come on, I
Press
was bigger
conferences?
than
What?
you.
We're not friends.
But if we teamed up, it could bring your career to the next level.
Well, I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And Tori, you gave Jenny the gift of internet fame, but you hadn't even checked to see if Jenny was even on Twitter.
That he's probably nervous. After wearing your leggings, he's getting ready for his fame audition. What, you missed 3 out of 6 months and you're out? We're batting 500. That's Hall of Fame stuff right there.
Franco like the Spanish dictator? Franco like Franco Harris, the Steelers Hall of Fame football player.
Raised in a noodle shop, never seeking glory or fame. He climbed the mountaintop and earned the Dragon Warrior name.
It's actually quite painful.
Excuse me, sir? You just won a prize for setting a rink record on the boxing machine. If you wouldn't mind taking a picture for our wall of fame?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you like it?
It is phenomenal.
Hey, let's take a picture for your wall of fame.
Okay.
barrel,
barrel,
Barrel.
barrel,
Battle.
Waiting for us at the next station. We need to jump in. And do what? Hide under a barrel? Barrel?
What? You heard. You can't even get us a single barrel.
Who said anything about barrels? Barrels. I'm talking about an ocean of this stuff.
7 barrels worth.
7 barrels? When you say barrels, you mean barrels?
Barrels, man. You know, plastic, black, 55-gallon type.
Even by cop standards, this is sloppy. And the other barrels, they have trackers on the outside too?
I don't know. Probably.
You didn't check any of the other barrels?
No. That's the only one we could have taken, according to her. You know, once we spotted it, she freaked out. I put the barrel back, and we FO'd.
Say?
Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money.
Thinking. No address, no phone number. And chicks dig the uniform shit. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Actually, I don't think you're going to be shooting any fish in this particular barrel.
All the monks had him do was slap water in a barrel for a year.
Well, we don't have a year.
There's a barrel of Dornish wine on the sledge. Bring it in here. Yes, Commander.
Can you use my son as skitter bait?
They were boxed in, man. It was fish in a barrel.
Yes, sir. We got 3 barrels full, but 2 barrels of gasoline, 3 crates full of 30-weight oil, a whole mess of fan belts in the line.
Administer,
Administer. Administer.
administer,
Administered.
I've administered the virus to these 4 mice.
I have made investigations. I administer several cases at once.
I'm Dr. Lee. I'm here to administer your anesthesia. Okay, hi.
Right. I'll just administer a local anesthetic.
Don't bother.
I'll administer a course of antibiotics through the feeding tube. That should cure the infection.
The only way you're getting that insulin is if I'm administering it. Mr. Schofield, looks like I'll be administering your shot today.
I only administered a mild sedative, just something to calm you down, not put you to sleep.
Ivo asked me to come aboard to administer last rites for a dying man.
There's a cure, and he knows how to administer it.
Blood and genetic markers.
First, we administer the vaccine prototype.
I'll be there administering them, giving mandatory supplements to all their employees.
Economy,
Economy.
economy,
economy,
Economy.
Is a problem.
Oh, I just think it's honestly pretty bad economy right now.
Don't tell me economy. The economy. The economy. Everyone's blaming the economy. You're gonna blame somebody, blame
Them damn Republicans.
Did what it could to keep your father afloat, but the economy at that time and him having overextended himself, yes.
Fan base. How did this become a career?
Welcome to the sharing economy. Sharing economy. Sharing economy.
I'm in the construction business. The way the economy is today, it's all gone to shit.
Exactly how an angry Russia and Russian business will react to the likely disastrous effects for the Russian economy of America's UN veto.
Looks like we just wasted an afternoon, fellas.
No, I wish I was short. I'm out. It's the economy, you know? My other guy, he didn't show up for his stuff.
Banks, several high-profile brokerage houses. No wonder the economy collapsed, huh?
Go back.
He said he found a weakness in our economy, an unexpected linchpin that if someone went after it, would start the dominoes falling.
Wake up. How can Stag Industries pull out completely? They're our largest donor.
It's like they say. It's the economy, stupid.
No, it's the stupid economy.
So, what is this thing you're working on?
It's all to do with the rural economy. Very hush-hush.
The president wants to nominate a multi-billionaire in a struggling economy. He'll alienate half the country.
Corporate greed. Raise pay for those who need it most and create jobs by growing the economy.
A doddering old fool finishing up his second term what the best thing is for this country's economy. Perhaps you're not the kind of helper we're looking for.
Connection.
Connection. Connection.
Connection.
Connection.
I know you and I have had our difficulties, but despite all my many mistakes, I always thought that you and I had a connection. A connection. A connection.
But your friendship, your endless support, always gives me the strength to carry on. After all, you and I will always have a connection. Connection. Connection.
Any connection to the Jane Doe found last year called a Kalutna Annie?
No, Sheila.
But that's why she wanted me to check out that plastic surgeon in Florida. She wanted to know what the connection was there.
Yeah. I love you. And the connection.
Ned, you're a pot dealer. Why would you take advantage of a medical provider when you already have the connections? That's just greedy.
Douglas. Ops or intelligence?
Intelligence, Office of Transnational Issues.
And what's his connection to Leland Bennett?
The victim was a judge. We're going through some of her old cases to see if there's a connection.
It's too late.
Where is he?
I've got connections. People I can talk to will track him.
What connections? What people?
I will not let you win. Not again.
You've already lost your mother. How many connections to her do you have left? Not many, I'd wager.
Kind of touched me. For a moment there, I felt we had a real connection.
She would have seen that it wasn't just because she was leaving the country, but because we had a connection, a real connection.
How did we spend 48 hours together without making that connection?
Well, I certainly wasn't hiding anything from you.
Enthusiasm.
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 And when the doorbell rings, you feel a rush of enthusiasm, enthusiasm, enthusiasm.
Hello? So again, thank you. I hope this doesn't diminish your enthusiasm for the court system.
Is that because you encourage fans' enthusiasm for fights?
No, of course not.
Then why aren't you removing these fight videos?
Miss Meyer, I appreciate your enthusiasm, and the face. But I'm afraid it just won't work out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please resurrect your enthusiasm one final time for Wolfgang von Colt!
I'll do it.
I don't think so. I got it.
I like the enthusiasm, boys, but I don't like the guy who wants to carry the cash be in charge of carrying the cash.
Your enthusiasm is impressive. Wish I could say the same about your presentation.
How do you keep doing the same thing over and over with the same level of enthusiasm?
First off, be a decent, empathetic person.
A gesture that was met with measured enthusiasm.
Excitement.
I'm sorry, that was lack of sleep, not lack of enthusiasm. I was working on our project.
Are you going to ask me out?
No, but thank you for the enthusiasm.
I underestimated your enthusiasm.
Engineer.
Engineer. Engineer. Engineer.
Engineer.
And intellect of the neuroscientists, engineers, mathematicians, and hackers.
What is it this time?
Da Vinci, architect, engineer, painter.
Yeah, that's a
Hey, look, check this out.
Rutgers University, where she was a postdoc engineer in eco-friendly design. By all accounts, she was well-liked, respected. No one I spoke to had any idea who could have done this to her.
What's an engineer from New Jersey doing in a barrel in Lower Manhattan?
We have teams of engineers ready to restore power and utilities.
Unsettling. They're not physicists. They're not engineers. They think it's just going to go away.
Interview for a game design firm. They're looking for engineers.
Wait, video games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Your aerospace engineering dad might be designing video games.
That's so cool.
I know.
He's a senior facilities engineer, and he called in sick yesterday. Nobody's been able to reach him since.
During the attack, unfortunately, I decapitated the engineer.
No.
I'll come with.
Ronnie, no.
I'm the lead engineer on how to operate the shutdown valve.
It's not safe.
Kate, I have to go.
He was the structural engineer. He liked to joke that he was basically a very high-priced plumber.
So calling the engineer and unlock them? Frost is that engineer.
Our grains are in that tower. The food supply is at risk.
Band.
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 Bend.
Band.
Oh, their band is really boss. We did a bunch of demos, and they're really cool.
Thanks, Lynn.
When Stephen and I first met, he was playing in a band.
You played in a band? Played in a band? Played in a band?
He was a wonderful saxophone player.
Cool. He even gave me a job in his band. All I ever did for the guy was teach him how to play guitar.
Driver Renzo Conrad owned the service. He was a one-man band.
Speaking of one-man band, where's your partner?
Yeah. And Laney.
Wait!
But I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna move to New York with my band.
Yeah, and then that band will break up, and then I'll have another band, and then that band will break up, and then I'll teach. Oh my God.
Do you have a favorite band?
Well, I think the Smiths are my favorite.
Are you kidding? I love the Smiths. Best breakup band ever. What's your favorite song?
Asleep.
We are the International Silver String Submarine Band. The what? That's our band name? Since when? Since I just started up a second ago. Makes us sound important. Okay. I agree. Oh, okay. I like it.
Come on, so far your only opinion on this wedding is you're leaving if the band plays Shout.
So you just hang tight while I get you to join a boy band?
I thought you said badass, not boy band.
Maybe we can hire that guy as the band.
That's mine. Give that back.
It isn't too jazzy, Lady Rosamond. Just a club with a good dance band.
We can keep the young in order.
Led Zeppelin. It's a cover band, but they kill it. Seriously.
Furnish.
Furnish. Furnish. Furnish.
Furnish.
Tell or rent you a furnished place? Furnished place? Furnished place?
I came for the night because I wanted to see how you were.
I had no idea the place came furnished.
Have you lost what's left of your mind?
It is 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, furnished, $2,800 a month. But to be honest, if you gave me some time, I could probably get that down.
Your life as you know it is over. As we speak, your campaign headquarters are being furnished and staffed, and the Motz brothers have put $1 million into your political action.
I just got this new apartment, and I have very bad taste. It's a furnished apartment, and it's probably my first mistake.
Well, it depends on who furnished it.
I think maybe Richard Grieco.
We haven't met yet.
Who?
My former partner, Nancy, had apparently been furnishing you with certain items.
Where else would they be going?
I'm moving into a furnished place, so I'm just going to take what I need from my room, and the rest can be donated.
You've never furnished a home.
I have furnished a bunch of homes.
No, you've married a bunch of women who furnish a bunch of homes.
For what he's going to be furnishing, this deal is plenty fair.
And we'll discuss this together.
You saw what he sentenced me to? A room no better than a furnished coffin.
What about the roommate agreement? It specifically states that any changes in furnishing have to be approved by the furnishing committee.
I'm waiting on Ying. She's gonna break down and furnish the whole house.
Investment.
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 The C Corps, the investment accounts, the investment accounts, the investment accounts.
To a meeting at the board of directors of Canon Ebersol.
The investment firm, the investment firm, the investment firm. What do they want to see you about?
I have no idea. Hence,
large bet that the area would gentrify.
Bad investment, bad investment, bad investment.
Well, not entirely. It came out of it.
Associations to help you lobby.
Right. Now, we have some interest from some financial institutions regarding investment packages.
Fair enough. But we both know that investment banking is a profitable business.
The days we were walking down the stairs, it was very, very cute.
I'm just trying to protect my investment.
You would approve of this investment.
Oh. Think of it as a investment in the future.
A variance of $2.6 million on a failed investment from 3 years ago. It's authorized by my wife.
Good. I've paid you a lot of money, Fires. I expect a return on my investment.
You know, it's funny that you bring it up, Peter Mills, because I'm actually circling an investment opportunity that could be massive.
Darcy.
Making an investment, I gotta make money to pay for med school, so.
Take care of you based upon what you brought to the table. So, construction, hauling, initial investment.
Don't have a lot of out-of-pocket money to do any investing.
Feature.
Feature. Feature.
Feature. Feature.
This movie was take an experimental HD camera and apply it to a feature film paradigm. That was unthinkable at the time.
Pretty clear shot. Creating a feature vector descriptor to run facial recognition.
Hey, I'm a good mother, but I've got to stay focused now that I have a feature career. Feature career. Feature career. Who are all these people?
Just Sims. A necessary feature for all royal weddings. As I told you, these are matters of state.
Well, obviously, ease of use is a big feature here. We're trying to develop a simpler interface that's geared towards the real layman end user. But,
To the outs. But we've added an extra feature, so just keep me around.
Tonight, you and I go get chili cheese dogs from Gray's Papaya. We smuggle them into a double feature at the Angelica. My mother goes off to the Hamptons. Alexis will be doing her all-nighter. I will be distracting myself with a double feature of The Killer and Hard Boiled.
Wow, that is a double feature.
You like John Woo? Spoiled Brats, as in The Spoiled Brats of Snap-O-Matic. Feature article from 2 weeks ago.
Briefings. No one is giving an inch, even on background. In the meantime, I'm working on a feature about the administration's foreign policy agenda.
Instrument.
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 Instrument. Instrument.
Oh, and incidentally, I asked for some cheese, not an instrument of biological warfare.
So there's the receiver. That's the instrument panel, the instrument panel, the instrument panel. It's got 10 luminous buttons.
Be careful, sir. The instrument that you are handling could be a threat for your health.
Wagon has all of our instruments on it, so we're very excited about it. And I want to...
I don't see any instruments.
Your powers of observation continue to serve you well.
We innovate. We create the financial instruments on which the entire continent now relies.
When His Holiness called me to be his instrument, he tested my resolve.
All it takes is a surgeon and the right instrument.
It's Ra's custom to leave behind the instrument of death as a memorial to honor the fallen.
I didn't defy death just to become an instrument of it.
We are justice.
All stations report I'm on instruments on altitude 100 feet on airspeed 99.
But every instrument scan showed the stone was solid all the way through.
Would that even work on a human being?
In theory. But it is an instrument of last resort. You must understand that there are risks.
Anywhere.
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 Anyway. Anywhere.
They're smart, and they're animals. And they could be anywhere, 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 at any time.
You're not going anywhere, anywhere, anywhere.
How'd you find me?
Anywhere, anywhere, anywhere you are. Don't you think I was hiding there 20 years ago?
Are you coming, Mrs. Robinson?
I'd follow you anywhere, Mr. Robinson.
Hey, Dad, there's something that I want to show you on my computer.
Grace, will you help me with the dishes?
Maybe tomorrow, after school.
Sure. I'm not going anywhere.
Camera. There were two kids. They were asking me questions.
Like what?
About Dad and her, the hooker. They taped it. I haven't seen it anywhere.
I don't want you to go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere.
Muzzy could be anywhere in the world. We have less than 12 hours to find him.
Peter.
You lied to me, Charlie.
Sorry.
Look, I can't have you around my baby, okay?
Claire, I don't...
Charlie, I don't want you sleeping anywhere near us, okay?
We're moving. Moving? Where are we going? We are not going anywhere, John. You are going to stay behind.
I want you to come with me.
Come with you where?
Somewhere safe.
Why would I go anywhere with you? I haven't seen you in, like, forever.
Budapest.
I have some business to finish there, and you can take my private jet when we're done, anywhere you want to get home.
So talk.
Amber, inside.
Not going anywhere.
Amber, shut up and take this, please.
Acid.
Acid.
Acid. Acid. Acid.
Angry little princesa. Help me get him into the bathroom.
What are you gonna do?
Put him in the tub.
Oh, because he peed his pants, right?
Yes, I'm going to burn his clothes, drain his blood, and melt his bones with acid, with acid, with acid.
All right.
I watched a dead body get removed from your old cold spot and sealed into a barrel of acid. Acid. Acid.
Oh! Oh, God! It hurts worse than the burns!
Yes, these are special acid markers. Acid markers. Acid markers.
I'm writing you a prescription for prenatal vitamins. We'll start with 600 micrograms of folic acid.
Xanax?
No, Xanax. Restylane.
Generic cheaper.
Mexican generic hyaluronic acid.
Easy. You're pouring acid, not gin.
I'm super bad. The hydrochloric acid is reacting perfectly with the calcium carbonate in the shell.
This is not my first interrogation by the Republican Guard. This is where they burned me with acid. They pierced my hands with a drill.
I don't think escape is an option. Not at 30,000 feet.
If this was a division job, they'd be sending me in right now with a couple of briefcases full of acid. Valproic acid, steroids, dextroamphetamines. It's a metabolic dominance.
I don't really trust this ingestible tracker of yours.
The microdot is activated by stomach acid. Give it time.
Account. 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 Account.
We got a blip on the radar. An old bank account. Bank account. Bank account. Someone checked the balance.
Can you trace it?
No, it was done remotely.
$200 in the account?
Yeah, he emptied his accounts when he went underground.
Diana, call up Zurich. We need access to the DuPont account. Pont account. Pont account. That's it.
I'd love to see the labs. Funny thing, there are no labs. We're underground. There's basically just this cardboard box and a sack full of money sitting in an offshore bank account, or bank account, or bank account.
I suspect the man who invited us here must be quite important.
Well, assuming it's a man, we've never met him. Or her. And no updates on a Twitter account.
His account to pay off a bad bet.
Which partner?
Will Gardner.
Will Gardner took $45,000 from a client's account.
$5,000 from a client's account. And put it back 15 years ago.
There's no statute of limitations with disbarment.
Okay, I know that this sounds nuts. I like him. I do. I mean, what he does in Africa on account of women, and then he does this.
I need access to my account, please. Yeah.
You won't let me deposit cash in my checking account. I'm running all over town paying my bills
because
with cash.
I can't have a paper trail of cash deposits. You got to trust me on this.
$186,437.96.
You go out with me, and I'll get you into that account.
Estimate.
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 Kid. What was the estimate? What was the estimate? What was the estimate? $500,000 plus.
It fragments into a fountain of shrapnel. I estimate one bombard could take out a dozen of your men and their mounts.
Whole stations may have been lost. I estimate. No more than 1,000 survivors.
No, it's fine. I'm sitting in front of it. If you tell me your thoughts, I will give you a rough estimate.
So that, together with this device, has enabled me to estimate the length of our voyage.
See, Mr. Milverton is a professional blackmailer. I'd estimate that his victims number in the dozens.
He was probably disinfecting himself before he left the lab.
So once he was there, how long do you estimate it would take him to assess the spore's progress?
I'd say no more than 10 minutes.
Pay me what she's worth. And what exactly do you estimate that to be?
Hey, does he wait for you too? Now, by my rough estimate, you have not had sex in 1,839 days.
We're keeping the American Armada on the move, sir. If the sub has joined the hunt, I estimate they're here, heading right for our ambush.
Way worse.
Meaning what?
It's less time than I thought, than I can even estimate.
Is it some guy named Mason? Got to do an estimate and some garage repairs for him.
You said 2 years.
Yeah, I think 2 years is a realistic estimate.
If it passes at all.
Which I think it will.
You think or you know?
Hunt. Hunt. Hunt.
Hunt. Hunt.
The hell are you?
You don't know what you've done, pal. You think he's gonna laugh this one off? He will hunt you down. Hunt you down. Hunt you down.
They hunt the fish. They hunt the fish. They hunt the fish. And other sharks. It's as if the cycle of predation governed the evolution of species.
Okay, then. But you can't hunt without a weapon.
Then we have to hunt. Anyone we can spare goes out.
All right, gang. Let's split up into teams of 2. When you hear the sound of the bugle, the hunt begins. Okay.
Come on, boys. The hunt is on. Meet back at the barn.
If a madman created a scavenger hunt, this is what it would look like.
Crime? What crime? I lured him here so I could hunt him.
Hunt him? Like, hunt him?
Affirmative. Hunt him for sport. That's what I do.
Is this another test? Because if Hunden hasn't done anything wrong, then hunting him is, what's the word? Wrong?
I don't look, I hunt.
What script?
The scavenger hunt.
Castle, what's going on?
A scavenger hunt?
No fishing gear? You hunt with tranquilizer guns.
He took a rifle.
Where are you going?
Blackbridge Woods. He likes to hunt there.
We will hunt down the murderer, Dale Barbaro.
I want you not to hunt me.
George. We have a duty to the American people to hunt down those responsible, so no, I don't sleep most nights.
Dash.
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 Chef who took 19 hours to make one loaf of bread. Stephen Hawking was more successful at the 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. You're running. Don't run. It's Han. For him, every step we take is like a 100-meter dash. 100-meter dash. 100-meter dash.
But what if it has no legal status? I don't want to build her hopes up, only to have them dashed. Dashed. Dashed.
Please applesauce on the rear dash out in the hot sun.
As the striking young woman and her oozy-waiting partner, Queen's own Bonnie and Clyde, they make a dashing pair.
Damn it! What was that? Giant pothole. The dash is lighting up like a Christmas tree. Tires blown.
I should just point out, though, that our Pharaoh's fantasy does take a dash longer normally because our Nubian lives off-site.
There I am. Rather dashing, don't you think?
Is this even a good idea?
I'll give this one to Miss Shaw. I'll just make a dash for it.
Finch, take this down. Echo 5-9, Mike, India 6.
What's next, the 100-yard dash? You know you're not supposed to be doing any of that, right?
Dan, let's go. Cap, be ready with the spreaders. Hadley, we need the ram for a dash roll. Got it.
Hands on dash!
Chicago PD!
Get him out! On the dash!
I see your hand!
Camel.
Camel. Camel. Camel. Camel.
My greasy will upon you, under the tropical stars. Send your camel to bed, damn it!
Daddy's on the phone. How are the camels? Camels. Camels.
Oh, well, the camels are fine.
When do I get to see you?
There are two species of camel. 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 Neither is native to Australia. Some of the first camels brought into the country were for the Burke and Wills expedition in 1860.
Louder.
Today, there are over 50,000 feral camels across Australia.
Yeah.
Can we talk about my trip? My camels?
Your camels?
Yeah, deal.
Don't worry about me. Just remember that you're a shovel full of sunlight and camel snot.
Chamoy.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, seems real cool.
Joe Camel's cool.
This could be the straw that broke the camel's back.
Magistrate and his wife attract what I believe to be a wilderman through Starksboro into the Camel's Hump Forest.
What, was it that bad? Or did she go on about camel treks and yacht races, or did you have a fight with the goddess?
It's just, sir, Engine's got a camel, which I get, and Squad has got a badass three-headed dog.
Lion. Rhinoceros. Camel.
Good.
Actually, I will have a drag. What are you smoking?
Camel.
Australia.
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 No, but, true story. We met when I was in Australia.
Mr. Lucking, I work for your father-in-law.
and you're going straight to the VIP room. Welcome to Australia, Australia, Australia.
What's that?
I thought it'd be a laugh.
We're in Australia, in Australia, in Australia. Oh, who could survive here? All that sun and beer's got to piss you off eventually. Learn to live with it.
Expedition in 1860.
Louder.
Today,
More
there are over 50,000 feral camels across Australia.
I thought you were in Australia.
Yeah, well, I thought it best.
Yeah, Alexander.
I would like to take Australia. I know a ton about it, and I have my own didgeridoo.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm sure there are a lot of students here who want Australia. Am I right? So, to be fair, this semester, I'm going to let the globe decide what country. We'll start with you, Alexander. You ready? Here we go. What country?
Australia, Australia,
What
Australia.
will it be, will it? Djibouti. Look at that, the Horn of Africa. All right, Djibouti.
What?
Who's gonna be next here? Philip Parker. Here we go. Australia.
So, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff? That's Austria, not Australia. Can we switch?
No.
Where did this happen?
Australia.
Australia?
Sanctuary Cove, East Coast.
Facility at Kaina Point, Oahu, and it's too heavily guarded to infiltrate, which is why we came to Australia instead.
I got this in Australia when I was backpacking with these Aborigine spirit guides.
Maybe I will move to Australia. I can live in a yurt.
Poster.
Poster.
Poster. Poster.
Postered.
To be the poster girl for the sexual revolution.
It's just a goof.
Diversity hiring. I'm tired of being the poster boy for affirmative action around here.
Okay, fine.
It's frustrating.
Frustrated? You look like the poster boy for bipolar disorder.
Who told you?
Look, all I'm saying is when you get to your new house, put a poster up, put some shelves on the wall, frame a photo. Look.
I've seen your bounty posters that offer much more than that lunatic can pay.
Right off the recruitment poster.
Reservist with the 316th Quartermaster Company, Pendleton.
Miss Queen, like it or not, you are now the poster child for this menace.
Where'd the poster of Marky Mark go?
I'm 18, Boone.
I hate to say it, but Jason's death has been the best recruitment poster yet.
People know now. Academic.
Academic. Academic.
Academic.
Academic.
20 combined SAT, 4.2 GPA.
I'm a little concerned about a revenge fantasy fueling her academics.
Taken incompletes in 2 classes, and you are on academic probation.
Shut up. I may not be academic smart, but I'm smart.
I mean, he's a sociology major. He's on full academic scholarship, and now he's calling his friend an egghead?
Seniors, or at least knocked them down at letter grade for refusing to participate. That's what the academic handbook says.
Not from business school, anyway. I have to review her high school academic file further.
Yeah, or I could commit academic suicide in front of a live audience by trying to prove that God exists.
All right. It is my sincere hope that this center will become a beacon of academic excellence in an underserved community for years to come.
That would go a long way to restoring your reputation. I'm an academic.
Looking out at your fresh young faces, I remember when I, too, was deciding my academic future as a lowly graduate student.
You know what baffles me, Sheldon? Based on your academic record, any number of things I would imagine.
Hey, guys.
Personal nature. What's the play about?
I'm sorry, but I really can't discuss it. We have a policy about that.
You were the one that brought the play up in the first place.
No, I brought up his grade. Our policy allows us to discuss academic excellence, but not intellectual content.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Roof as this unfortunate as it's fallen, and in your precious, in your delicate condition.
As for my Unfortunate more than good. Unfortunate more than good. Unfortunate more than good. I'd rather you not use it.
That's unfortunate. 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 This is Gilborn.
Gives up.
Well, I have faith.
You're an unfortunate man.
Tommy Cole's boy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Seems to me it's just an unfortunate situation. Or not so unfortunate.
Hurry. It's an unfortunate way to meet the woman who means so much to my son.
Like Ted, he's always been a team player. It's unfortunate he has this secret.
It was a mistake, one he's always regretted.
I know you didn't mean it, Claire. It's just unfortunate how things are playing out.
I'm doctor. I have an unfortunate excess of.
Stimulate.
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 Causing first to withdraw the fluid and then to inject the adrenaline to stimulate the heart, to stimulate the heart, to stimulate the heart and restore normal activity.
I find you a challenge. One that, in spite of all that you've done, continues to stimulate, stimulate, stimulate.
Active, then it's just a matter of finding the frequency that will stimulate the language center, that will stimulate the language center, that will stimulate the language center.
Then the dreamer could speak. He could describe his dream.
Fetch. Maybe it's the word fetch that doesn't resonate. Perhaps retrieve will stimulate some long dormant instinct.
What is this?
This is the recovery room. This bath stimulates white blood cells and speed up the process.
So you're feeling better?
Yeah, much better. I've been doing a lot of running on the treadmill here to try and get in shape and stimulate serotonin.
I need a project. I do. I need something to keep me stimulated, to keep me exercised. Well, look, this is it.
I maintain several files of unsolved cases to keep me stimulated when interesting work fails to come in, and this is one of them.
Only effective in the final stage.
So, what is the treatment?
We have to stimulate the central nervous system, and we can do that.
If you're not sufficiently stimulated by this investigation, do us both a favor and ask for transfer.
Okay, I would not mind a little one-on-one session with Jenna Kay. The thought does stimulate my imagination, too.
Inadequate.
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 Black guys in them, that's all. Why it come to make you feel inadequate? Feel inadequate? Feel inadequate? No.
Did you have to wear those shoes?
Do you feel inadequate? Do you feel inadequate? Do you feel inadequate?
Do you feel enormous?
Fuck you.
Becky's got
19 weeks, can you believe?
I feel totally inadequate.
No.
Totally inadequate.
No.
Totally inadequate.
No, don't.
This is ridiculous.
To tell you that your shower system is totally inadequate. And I don't buy your theories about the body.
What's wrong? I feel so fucking inadequate. How can we tell people, stop?
Bottling up past trauma can lead to inadequate coping strategies in later life, apparently.
It is damned inadequate.
I wish you could die, sir.
Everyday language proved inadequate for all the olfactory experiences accumulating within himself.
Well, I'm no expert, but that sounds inadequate to me.
It is.